cook up the stove. I could see the future, it was international, we flown. I saw lights blind and they knew all the words to my songs. I was stage diving, then I signed my name on their clothes. Mama watching from behind me backstage with my folks. I could see it vivid in my dreams, then it turned to smoke. Nightmares haunting me, constantly coming for me most. Yeah. Look at Lil T from the Cove. I was 16 when my first homie got murdered in the cold blood. Hold up, Lil T, it's a cold world. Keep your eyes open. Devils keep approaching, provoking. Will I be next? My paranoia keep controlling. Jehovah spoken. He said, young T destined for greatness, that's the chosen. Angels speak to me like Mary Joseph. They singing hallelujah, I say amen with praying hands. Hallelujah, amen. Look, ma, I made it out the basement. Look, T, he ballin' like Will Chamberlain. High stove, cook up the dough, come and taste it. Hallelujah, amen. Rose gold chain with the praying hands. Young T destined for greatness, that's my alias. Zoom off in the spaceship with my aliens. Yeah, look at Lil T from the Cove. I was 18 when I first laid down that vocal on the Pro Tools. Trent said you got the whole juice. Cook up that soul food, Braz. Well, you gon' make it out for real, yeah. I was trying to make it, fighting against the odds. Car was broke down, I was unemployed. I was selling dope, charge after charge. I knew I was slacking, I was supposed to travel international shows all across the world, yeah. Look at Lil T from the Cove. I was 19 when I dropped out of college and came back home. I heard voices all around me say they just doubt me. Yeah, you wasting your time, there you go wasting your life. But I could see it vivid in my dreams, making it out the basement, ballin' like on Naismith, cooking up the Cajun. Jehovah spoke, he said young T destined for greatness. Being the homies up and we took off in a spaceship. Hallelujah, amen. Look, ma, I made it out the basement. Look, T, he ballin' like Will Chamberlain. High stove, cook up the dough, come and taste it. Hallelujah, amen. Rose gold chain with the praying hands. Young T destined for greatness, that's my alias. Zoom off in the spaceship with my aliens.
Es martes por la noche. Tu programa de política e información social comienza ahora. It's Tuesday evening. Your award-winning political and information show, Listen to Me, starts now.
All right, my people, how you doing? This is JJ Rodriguez, and we're in the award-nominated and award-winning show, Listen to Me, back after 2 weeks of vacation. Bueno, mi gente, que Dios me los bendiga. Hoy es agosto 21. Yes, estamos energizados, motivados, entusiasmados y enchulados de la vida después de unas vacaciones de 2 semanas que nos dimos por ahí una vacacioncita para poder recargar esa energía, para poder motivarlos, traerles toda la información y entretenimiento que ustedes se merecen a través de los puntos cardinales de Florida y del mundo a través de radio UNT.net. I'm JJ Rodriguez, and I'm your host here in the award-winning Listen to Me, and it's August 21st. Well, we got to go real quick, and my monologue is as simple. Things are, we went to the political salsa, which is one of the activities that we went to, and we're going to be discussing the results of the Puerto Rican status, the issue, whether Puerto Rico should be, there were three choices. Let me check that real quick here. Let me see here. Yeah. It's getting work there. All right. So yeah, so we had that, and the results were independence, statehood, or none of the above. So independence received 15%, none of the above received 8%, and statehood received 77%. En una actividad política del licenciado Anthony Suárez que se llama Political Salsa, es un mixer político de candidatos de ambos partidos, so no es no partidista. Y básicamente se hizo una encuesta de todos los que participaron en Political Salsa y le preguntaron, Puerto Rico, independencia, Estado o ninguna de las anteriores. Estadidad ganó por 77%. Independencia sacó el 15% y ninguna de las anteriores 8%. Vuelvo y le digo, a la gente del Partido Popular Democrático, su partido se ha convertido irrelevante. No tiene relevancia. To the political party that is status quo, in other words, represents the colony, the colonial government of el Estado Libre Asociado de Puerto Rico, has become mute, has become useless, has become irrelevant. Why? Their postures was that Americans did not want Puerto Rico to become a state. That Americans will never give Puerto Rico statehood. Well, this activity of el licenciado Anthony Suarez, of the lawyer and his buffet, and the Lawyer Association of Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican Bar Association of Florida, demonstrates that in Central Florida, where there is a massive movement of Puerto Ricans into Central Florida, in this activity, everybody that went, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, NPAs, Americans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, they all voted. It was not only subjected to Puerto Ricans. It was subjected to everybody who wished to vote and emit an opinion on whether Puerto Rico should become a state, independent, or none of the above. 77% soundingly. And now they can't say that it was only 22% of the electorate, or it was only 15 people that voted, because that place, there was more, I would say there was more than 300 people that attended that activity. So that's a very good sampling. Eso es una señal fidedigna de lo que quiere el movimiento estadista dentro de los Estados Unidos para Puerto Rico. Ya dejémonos de tanta bobería. We have to forget all this red tape, and we have to make things happen. Now, mi próxima postura de mi monólogo, the next posture of my monologue, goes to Congresswoman Val Demings. Congresswoman, you know that I did not go there with pretensions. I did not raise a scene. I wanted to speak to you as a human being, and you told me that I did not know what I was talking about. You told me that I did not have the intelligence to understand the intrinsic entanglements of working in Congress. Miss Congressman, I've been dealing with congressmen from Florida, from Texas, from Illinois, from Ohio, from Pennsylvania, from New York, from New Jersey. I think I know congressmen that you haven't forgotten their names, like Congressman Phil Crane of Illinois. How can you tell me? ¿Cómo tú me puedes decir a mí que yo no sé de lo que yo estoy hablando sobre artículos congresionales, especialmente en la Cámara de Representantes, when the Puerto Rican State Committee woman is the resident commissioner of Puerto Rico, Jennifer Gonzalez? And you're telling me that you're just waiting on a strategy? Que tú estás esperando por una estrategia. Come on. Give me a freaking break. Trata de venderme una playa en el desierto de Arizona. Try selling me a beachfront in the Arizona desert. That's what you're doing to me, Congressman Val Demings. And Darren Soto, you should be ashamed of you. You two are a pair of shameless democratic social liberals who only want to follow your own agenda, and you want to gumball Puerto Ricans into thinking that you are working for them. You won your straw polls in the Puerto Rican political salsa. Congratulations on that. But this is the daring warning I predict. Esto es el peligro. Si vuelven a salir reelectos, if they come out to be reelected, they're going to search to impeach President Trump. They're going to draw back our tax cuts. They're going to dissolve ICE. Van a disolver el cuerpo criminal de inmigración. Van a subirnos nuestros impuestos. Los impuestos el dinero que nosotros hemos ganado con el presidente Trump nos los van a quitar. Y van a tratar de enjuiciar al presidente Trump, que ese hombre no ha hecho nada. ¿Cuál es la postura del Partido Demócrata? Which is the posture of the Democratic Party in Central Florida to bring jobs, to bring security, to bring what they need to bring. Y dejarse de estas pachotadas. And the worst thing, you want to know what is the strawberry cream top with a cherry on top? That Darren Soto wants to put a law where Puerto Ricans could vote for the president but not have their voice in the Senate nor their voice in the House of Representatives. How the hell are you going to do that? Eso se llama República Asociada. We do not want that. That is a republic with an association to the United States where we are our own independent country. We vote for the president, but we don't have a say or a voice or vote in Congress? How do you figure that's going to help us, Darren Soto, Val Demings, Stephanie Murphy? Those three do not have the best interest of the Puerto Rican community, of the Latino community, of the gringo community, of any community, except themselves. You might be saying, oh, Jay, calm down. You're going to get a heart attack, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm passionate about this. Es que se tiene que entender que esos tres individuos, dos mujeres y un hombre, no valen la pena votar por ellos. Estoy haciendo una urgencia, un llamado urgente a que empiecen a votar ahora temprano. I want all my Latin brothers and sisters to start voting now. Early voting is now. If you did not vote by mail like I did, ya yo voté. I voted. You need to vote. You need to get your trasero, you need to get your behind out of the couch and vote. Llévate el tablet, keep on listening to me, keep on seeing me on Radio UNT, but do what you got to do to go out and vote. Tomorrow, after work, in your lunch break, hay que sacar esos tres personas. My dear brother Miguel, vamos a ir con los anuncios. We're going to go with some announcements, and then we'll be right back to Listen to Me here in Radio UNT. Listen to me. We're back, Papi.
Hi, I'm Bobby Lance, candidate for Orange County Commission District 3. Orange County's growth is at an all-time high. Jobs are at an all-time high. Tourism is at record levels. But challenges and hurdles lie ahead. Now is the time more than ever to have a qualified businessman to help lead Orange County to even greater things in the next decade for us, our children, and grandchildren. I would appreciate your support. Please find me at BobbyLance.com. I am Bobby Lance, candidate for Orange County Commission District 3, and I approve this message.
Hola, quiero hablarte sobre Bobby Lance, candidato para el Distrito 3 del Condado de Orange. El crecimiento de Orange County ha sido espectacular. Necesitamos a un hombre con un sentido de negocios para que el condado siga creciendo. Bobby Lance es ese hombre de negocios que puede traer más crecimiento al condado, crecimiento en negocios, crecimiento en trabajo, crecimiento en el turismo. En agosto 28, vota por Bobby Lance, un líder de verdad.
I am Bobby Lance, candidate for Orange County Commission District 3, and I approve this message.
Bueno, mi gente, aquí estamos otra vez and Listen to Me. And no, Bobby, Puerto Rico became what was called Estado Libre Asociado, Commonwealth of the United States in 1948. So basically, since we've been in colonial rule, more or less in that time. We've been under colonial rule for 150 years, but that was when the United States Democrats decided to kind of make an experiment, a social experiment with Puerto Rico. Even some Republicans at the time said that this was a transitory step for Puerto Rico to become either independent or statehood. It was the corrupt politicians of the pro-colony party that said this could be a way of life. Of course, if you have to think of this, you ask of the American government, give me money, the American government, here, and give me money, and here. And so what will happen is they give that as a collateral for bank loans. If you could open it right there. And basically that's Mila. How you doing? So basically, Bobby, that's what happened with the Puerto Rican government and their relationship with a $72 billion debt. Now, we have to be frank and clear. There were people of both parties, the pro-colony and the pro-statehood party, that didn't want to stop, or some that wanted to stop, and all of a sudden, oh no, you're going to bankrupt the government and you're going to do this. And then they got voted out. Like what happened to Governor Fortuño, what happened to Governor Rosselló's father in the 1980s and 90s. And in the 2000s when Fortuño was governor. So there were governors that wanted to alert this problem, but then they got voted out. See? Because the government wanted their candy. The United States was their sugar daddy, and they wanted that. And now, my friends, and now it's about time to bring our guest real quick. Bobby Lance, Sister Bobby Lance, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Jay, how are you today?
Good. Thank you for being here. And Bobby, we've seen that political salsa was a very interesting. This was the first time that you've been to a political salsa, this type of event, right?
Yes, it is. Uh-huh.
Well, tell us your candid view. What did you see there, and what did you learn?
I'll tell you what I saw. I saw a lot of diversities come together.
Yep.
There were a lot of people there, 300 or 400 people. The place was packed. It was really hot. Might need a bigger venue because you'll probably get double the amount of people next time. Yeah. And I just saw a lot of people that were concerned about government, that wanted to meet the candidates. They wanted to find out what was going on, and they wanted to educate themselves as to who they wanted to vote for.
Did you see a lot of, you said diversity, but did you see a lot of majority of them were Puerto Ricans?
No, I did not.
Good.
I saw a pretty equal amount.
Good. Well, that's what that activity wants to do. It wants to bring coalesce a kind of equal amount of minorities. And it's good for you that you mentioned that, because, again, like I say, Puerto Rico, the issue of Puerto Rico statehood, la situación de del estatus de Puerto Rico fue resuelto en ese straw poll, 77% estadidad, 15% independencia y 8% none of the above.
Pero 77% es un éxito.
Es un éxito total. Y eso fue Mila, americanos, puertorriqueños.
Un éxito total.
So la mentira que hace el Partido Popular o el partido de relevancia que es sobre la colonia queda sin postura, porque a los americanos y tener esta tanta diversidad, all this diversity, votar por la estadidad. Porque no fue nada más que puertorriqueños, fue mucha gente.
Es que es un éxito
Yeah.
total.
Yeah.
¿Sabes? Es más, yo diría que cualquier país, en este caso hablando de Puerto Rico como país independiente en su momento, que sea asumido como un estado de los Estados Unidos, debe sentirse orgulloso.
Exactamente. Y yo creo que...
Asuman a Venezuela.
Mira, oigan lo de esta venezolana.
Asuman a Venezuela.
Oigan la de esta venezolana. No lo estoy diciendo yo, lo está diciendo una venezolana. A Venezuelan girl saying it.
Señores, ¿les gusta vivir bien?
Yeah.
Bueno, los Estados Unidos es el país para vivir bien, con
There you go.
gente hermosa.
There you go. And that is the true value of political salsa. just because I'm a Republican and Bobby is a Republican, Mila is a NPA, que ella no se identifica porque todavía está aprendiendo, y después eso vamos a hablar de eso un poquito más. Está aprendiendo sobre las aptitudes gubernamentales que es los Estados Unidos, la república, la democracia, como ella habla de democracia, la democracia de la república de los Estados Unidos, the democracy that is surrounding the Republic of the United States, the sovereign United States.
De verdad, los Estados Unidos tienen muchas bondades.
Oh, yeah. And Bobby, you're an American. You've lived here all your life. You've seen the plight of people coming from other places. Now that you're a candidate and you're going to those walks and you're meeting that people, is this?
Let me show you something.
Can you see it? Look at that. Lo está enseñando el zapato. It's down to the sole. That's how hard he's walking around.
Oh, yeah.
Bueno, se le gastó el zapato de tanto trabajar, señores.
These were new shoes 6 months ago.
Se le gastó el zapato.
6 meses atrás eran zapatos nuevos. Well, Bobby, and how have you connected with that voting base? What are they telling you?
What they're telling me is, and I've always known this, but I never really refined it until I started running for an office like Orange County Commissioner District 3. People want to be heard. They want you to listen. They want you to understand what their plight is, what's good, what's bad. But more than anything, they want to live their lives. They expect you, they elect you to do a job. They expect you to do the job. And they want to be able to live their lives, to go to work, go to church, go to school, go to the movies, eat dinner with family, have picnics, and they expect you to do your job and not have to worry that you're going to do something in government or the government's going to do something that's going to overrun them.
It's true, but we are living every election cycle has its historic theme. This is a midterm election that feels like a general election.
It absolutely does. They're having record turnout in the polls.
Mila, tenemos gente que ha empezado a votar temprano, pero en cantidades, mira, se me paran los pelos, en cantidades enormes, Mila.
Excelente. Es lo que tienen que hacer los ciudadanos, votar. Los ciudadanos, su deber, y es un deber para con ellos. No para con él, es su deber para con ellos. Que ellos voten y elijan al mejor para ellos.
Exactamente. It is true that people have to exercise their right to vote, because Bobby, it's like she says, the politicians have to subjugate and be subservient to the voter base.
Absolutely.
We cannot have these career politicians. No podemos tener, lo lamento, Mila, pero no podemos tener estos políticos de carrera que no les importa el mandato que se le ha dado de la gente.
Mi vida, mira, el político populista debe morir.
Debe
morir.
That's one thing you don't have to worry about.
Deben hacer el nuevo político que tiene amor.
Eso es así.
A su gente, amor a su tierra, le duele, ¿sabes? Y entonces por ende se va a identificar y va a dar lo mejor. Ahora, si yo sigo siendo un político de carrera solamente por conservarme y por mantenerme, sea de la tendencia que sea, Jay, porque, o sea, realmente ya está bueno de que en esta época donde todo se sabe, porque todo se sabe, tenemos todos los medios tecnológicos para que todo se sepa. O sea, siguen existiendo personas egoístas que no le den paso a los que quieren trabajar.
Exactly. In this age where the internet is replacing what it used to be the radio, Bobby, this is anybody, cualquier persona with a computer, a tablet, the phone. 30 years, Bobby. Could you imagine you could see a TV show on your phone?
Oh, I watched the Jetsons.
Yeah, the Jetsons, you know. So, and that's what we have to. That's what we have to make sure that we are humble enough to understand that we need people that will work for the voters, not tell the voters that they're arrogant, that they just don't understand, that we have a strategy. You don't say that to people in
Jay,
elections.
if I ever do that, I want you and Mila and anybody else to call me out. I don't care where I'm at. let me know. Straighten me out. But it won't happen,
Bobby,
I can promise you.
No, I don't think with you I will have that problem. I don't think with you I will have that problem. When you get elected, you'll be the most transparent commissioner in Orange County history that I could ever think of.
Thank you.
Why? Because I know you.
Yes, sir.
I've had the honor to know you. I've known your wife. I've had time to spend socially and in your work. And I don't think you're that, but you do understand that not in your race, because there's very good people in the race.
Yes, there are.
Again, the people will vote and pick the best out of the best, because I really think that in District 3 and District 4 with Gina Perez Calhoun, District 3 has the toughest job, because District 3 have very good people. You're great. There's good people. We want you to win. I want you to win.
Thank you.
All right. So we have to make sure that we go out and vote for Bobby Lance on August 28th, because we're going to celebrate and usher a new era in District 3. Y les digo, busquen la información del señor Bobby Lance. What's the website so people can see?
BobbyLance.com.
BobbyLance.com. Ese es el sitial de la internet. Vayan, chequen.
Señores, piensen algo. El político no debe solamente trabajar para tener a su familia bien, debe trabajar para tenernos a todos bien. A todos bien. Para eso ustedes los colocan allí. El político no les está haciendo un favor a ustedes. Está trabajando para ustedes.
That's a good point, Mila. The politicians is not doing the voter base a favor. They are working for you. Bobby, in that premise, again, give us pointers. Homelessness and public security. Your the primaries, this election has finished. Let's move the ball. You've been elected. What are you going to do? What are your those first 50, 90, 100 days of being a commissioner? What you're going to do?
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to thank God.
Amen.
And then I'm going to sit down and I want to meet with people that have worked with homeless, like Gus Martinez and his wife, Paloma.
Yeah.
Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Those folks
Good
are
people.
they're in the battlefield. I've been out there with them. They're the hardest working people I think I've ever met. And we need to see what the needs are. And we need to see whatever we can do as a county and work with the state and the federal government to find out what we can do to help these people get out of homelessness. I've been there. It's not a fun thing. But the one thing you do see is these folks are very proud people. And they actually, it's a very simple life. If they, when I say homelessness, I don't mean the people out on the street, even though that's really, really important, but the people that are in hotels. I watched when Cindy, my wife Cindy and I went out the other day and was at an event helping Gus. I watched the children and the adults. When they'd come to you, we were serving them bottles of water and A&W root beer floats. They were very polite. They said, "Thank you, may I have one, may I have this?" And they were very polite. They need someone to help them give a hand up, not a handout. That's not what they want. That is my passion, and that's what I'll work the hardest at, although I'll work very hard at every other part of county government, but that's what I want to see done first.
No sé si lo voy a decir bien, lo voy a intentar decir en inglés.
Dale, arranca.
Tú me corriges.
All right.
It is the human mission, the Paloma and
Gus.
¿Lo dije bien?
Yeah. She spoke in English. All right, we're getting it there. But it is their mission to be able to help eradicate, wage that sanctific war against homelessness. And you're right, it's not only those living in the streets, it's those that are in hotels, those that are in shelters. We have to help them, because the only way they could be suitable and constructive citizens to this society is to help them come out of that vicious cycle of, oh well, this ain't working and this job ain't working. No, we have to we have to try. So I applaud. So you say that you will try and make some sort of a commission to battle?
I will. I won't try. I will do it.
All right,
I will put together a group, a consulting group, I guess you'd say, for lack of a better word, and talk, sit down, and find out what needs to be done. And Mila and Jay, you both know with the Puerto Rican plight after Hurricane Maria, you know what's happening, not with just the Puerto Ricans, but anybody from Venezuela. You see what's happening.
Yeah.
And Jay, you know the story about the family.
Yeah.
And
you brought in help.
But I think you know the end of the story. They were able to save their money for 6 months. Now they are purchasing a house. They're having a house built. 6 months later.
Que ellos él estaba cuidando, ahorró el dinero por 6 meses y ahora están comprando una casa.
Excelente. Es que mira, es que es importante el apoyo de ellos a las labores como la que hace Paloma.
Exactamente.
Es extremadamente importante.
Do you know what that does for those folks?
Yeah.
It changes their course of life. You know what else it does? They asked me what was my political party. I said, Republican, but pick whatever you want. They said, no, if that's the way a Republican acts, we want to be a Republican. And that's what you should do. You should show people you're not any taller or any shorter. You're equal to everybody else on this earth. And you should show people how it should be. Because they're going to do the same thing for somebody
es que no es una
else.
condición política, es una condición humana.
Yeah, it's not a political condition, it's a human condition. Pero cuando tú enseñas la bondad, yo te pregunto, ¿pero de qué partido político tú eres? Ah, pues yo soy republicano, pero vota por lo que tú quieras. Pues yo voy a votar republicano porque si es así.
No, vota por lo que tú quieras, pero mi condición, no importa, siendo republicano, es humana.
Exactamente.
O sea, él no es un extraterrestre, él es un humano.
You're not from outer space. Yeah, you're right. You're here for human.
I've been asked that by one of my opponents. What planet am I from?
Yeah, believe me. They told me what planet I should go back to. Miguel, let's go back to that commercial. Vamos para los comerciales. Aquí estamos. Voy a enseñarle a Mila las buenas noticias aquí en lo que pasa el comercial de los premios Paoli. We love you very much. We're back. Listen to me.
Hi, I'm Bobby Lance, candidate for Orange County Commission District 3. Orange County's growth is at an all-time high. Jobs are at an all-time high. Tourism is at record levels. But challenges and hurdles lie ahead. Now is the time more than ever to have a qualified businessman to help lead Orange County to even greater things in the next decade for us, our children, and grandchildren. I would appreciate your support. Please find me at BobbyLance.com. I am Bobby Lance, candidate for Orange County Commission District 3, and I approve this message.
Hola, quiero hablarte sobre Bobby Lance, candidato para el Distrito 3 del Condado de Orange. El crecimiento de Orange County ha sido espectacular. Necesitamos a un hombre con un sentido de negocios para que el condado siga creciendo. Bobby Lance es ese hombre de negocios que puede traer más crecimiento al condado, crecimiento en negocios, crecimiento en trabajo, crecimiento en el turismo. En agosto 28, vota por Bobby Lance, un líder de verdad.
I'm Bobby Lance, candidate for Orange County Commission District 3, and I approve this message.
Bueno, mi gente, aquí estamos. Bueno, le enseñé a mi amiga aquí, Mila, que estamos nominados. We have been nominated for the 2018 Paoli Awards for Best Radio on TV. So basically, the nominations are open. We will be sharing that in our Facebook page, Instagram page, Twitter. So you could go vote for us. Vote many times. Subscribe. It's December 2nd. Hopefully, Bobby. Bobby is going to be there as commissioner. Yes. So we'll try to have him come with us December 2nd. The Paoli Awards are going to be held in the prestigious Marriott Airport. So we'll be sending the airlines, the Marriott in the airport, December 2nd in the Orlando Airport. And basically that's the 35th edition. Ese es el aniversario la edición número 35. So vamos a tener gente importantísimo ahí, desde el papá de Mark Anthony, vamos a tener luminarias como Héctor Marcano, Ednita Nazario. People from the English and Spanish media will be there. Of course, this edition I want to invite more English community servants, Gus, Paloma, Bobby, Cindy, people that know what's going on with this. And it's an honor and a privilege to be nominated in a different category because last year we were nominated in the radio. We didn't win, but nominations in the Paoli, that's like the Puerto Rican Academy Awards, bro. You know, you cannot beat that. It's like an Emmy and an Academy and a Golden Globe all smashed into one in a much beautiful award. But anyway, December 2nd, diciembre segundo de este año, vamos a tener más información. Los premios Paoli. Tu programa Listen to Me, nominado otra vez. Yes. Así que vamos a ver si está la tercera la vencida.
Claro que sí, claro que sí.
Bueno, Bobby, before we go with you, I want to go with my beautiful Mila. Mila, how are you doing today? ¿Cómo tú estás?
Yo estoy de maravilla.
Mira, háblame.
Yo estoy de maravilla.
Háblame
Si no habla al micrófono, creo que me van a dar.
Sí, te va a dar. Mira.
Pau.
Mira, mi amor, dime tú estás tomando un curso de gobierno. Te estaba hablando about government. ¿Cómo es eso? ¿Cómo es eso?
Fíjate.
¿Y quién lo está?
Una amiga, no, algo cómico. Una amiga me llama y me dice, ¿quieres que te inscriban un curso? Y yo le digo, ¿de qué? Me dice, se llama Academia Gubernamental. Y la dicta el comisionado Tony Ortiz.
So Tony Ortiz, this friend of yours invites you to do a government academy that is given by the seminars presided by Tony Ortiz.
Exacto.
The Orlando Commissioner.
Exacto.
Right?
Son nueve semanas.
9 weeks.
Okay, son 9 semanas de 6:30 a 9:30 de la noche. Pero fui a la primera clase porque me llamaba mucho la atención el nombre y quería ver de qué se trataba, aún sabiendo que me choca con mis señores, mi hora aquí en Listen to Me, que no abandono. Ok.
Poquito más me puso a llorar.
No, les quede claro, no, él cree que él se salva de mí, pero yo soy Freddy Krueger en tu peor pesadilla, me cayó del infierno. Ok, resulta que fui a la primera clase y cuando fui a la primera clase me están hablando de la history de Orlando, o sea, history de United States, ok, de final de la Primera Guerra Mundial, de la Segunda Guerra Mundial, cómo nace la forma normativa del Estado, su relación relativa, pero bien importante y bien marcada con el derecho romano, porque recuerden ustedes que esto es un derecho anglosajón y el derecho romano es de los países de habla hispana. ¿Okay?
Right.
Ajá, pero aún el derecho romano marcó bases en este derecho, en el derecho anglosajón. Okay. Entonces, bien importante para mí, pues viendo yo eso, esa parte de historia, de quién fue el primero que firmó el acta de independencia acá y todas esas cosas, yo me quedé, o sea, impactada. Porque
so she went, they gave her how the history of the United States came about. So obviously, what we take for granted, which is the battle for independence, our articles of independence, who signed them. She started noticing what was going on in the United States. Tú te estabas dando cuenta.
Claro, entonces aprender, por ejemplo, cómo surge el nombre del condado de Orange, por qué se le llama Orange, cómo se llamaba antes.
What was the name of the Orange County? What was it named before? ¿Cómo se llamaba antes?
Algo de Mosquito.
Yeah, Mosquito County before.
Mosquito County. Algo de Mosquito. Y yo qué nombre tan raro, pero era porque había mucho mosquito.
Yeah.
Ajá, que la Florida era un estado que pertenecía a la parte española.
Yep.
O sea, la parte española a finales de 1800 lo vende a los Estados Unidos. Es una cosa que tú te quedas y que, wow. Pero que es para mí, o sea, como docente, como amante de la historia, es extremadamente importante y no es que te quiera abandonar, es que necesito nutrirme.
Y entiendo eso. Estaba hablando con mi esposa, me dijo, deja que Mila vaya a que esa esponja chupe eso, porque ella va a salirte más docente de esa área. And it's true. We need these classes because the influx not only of Spanish speakers of multiple language, they need to know how our country was born, how our republic became to be, how our state. Y también te enteraste que en el 1848, ¿qué pasó con Florida? Florida se convirtió en ¿qué? Estado.
En estado, sí, 1848 ya va, pero espérate. Adicional a eso, me enteré que Pocahontas es de aquí, de la Florida. O sea, una india de la Florida, de verdad. O sea, en la historia, y que
Yep.
Sí, pero cómico, porque, o sea, te enteras de muchas cosas, nada que ver con Pocahontas de Disney, vamos a estar claros. O sea, esta Pocahontas, sí, vivió cosas chéveres, pero esta Pocahontas murió muy temprano.
Exactamente.
Pero realmente cosas que de historia, para mí, como te digo, como docente, es bien importante saberlas, porque yo hago mi comparación entre lo que es la historia de Venezuela y la historia universal. Acuérdate que en nuestros países se domina la historia universal como cátedra obligatoria. Entonces, para mí es bien importante. Adicional, señores, les digo, aprovechen estos cursos, porque yo asistí a un curso a la policía de Orange County, que fue también gratuito y un curso muy importante donde se nos daba a todas las personas las ordenanzas que tú debes cumplir como ciudadano de este estado. Entonces, óyeme, es bien importante que las personas aprovechen estos cursos que son gratuitos, óyeme, y te están educando. Te están educando a como inmigrante sepas insertarte en una sociedad a la que tú decidiste integrarte. Entonces, la mejor manera de ser mejor ciudadano es asistir a esos cursos y aprender de dónde estamos, por qué estamos aquí y qué debemos hacer para ser mejor.
Pues mira, Bobby, what she's talking about is that there, like I told you, she went to 2 academies. One was like a police academy for citizens where they talked to her about the laws, they talked to her about the ordinances, and the other one that she's going for the next 9 weeks is one about government, where you saw her passion. You saw her passion there.
I'm aware of that program. Yes.
So do you, as a commissioner, do you feel that that's a job that could fall with you, or to interject to whoever the mayor is going to be, because you as commissioners, you're going to be you have the thumb in the pulse of the citizens, that more of these academies or citizens academies should become available.
Absolutely. And I think every commissioner should teach a portion of it as well.
That is good too. Él dice que los comisionados deben de hacer voluntarismo y enseñar ese tipo de clases también.
Excelente. O sea, es excelente. Ojo, yo en Venezuela las daba yo. Yo daba los talleres, las charlas, yo lo hacía gratis. Normalmente no se estila en Venezuela que un alcalde o que el equivalente al comisionado acá sea el que da estas charlas. Normalmente los docentes nos prestamos para eso y ayudamos a la comunidad. Pero me pareció muy importante porque realmente me estás colocando personas en la palestra que conocen realmente y que dominan la historia de esta nación. Y vuelvo y te repito, si yo decidí venir para acá, la mejor manera de yo ser mejor ciudadana es aprenderme la historia de los Estados Unidos, porque ya yo la asumí como mi nueva patria. Entonces, si es mi nueva patria, yo debo aprenderme todo lo que es equivalente a ella para poder hablar con base y propiedad y poder actuar apegado a las costumbres de ellos. Porque acuérdate que tú y yo tenemos unas costumbres hispanas y ellos tienen unas costumbres americanas, muchas similares, pero otras no. Aquí hay una cultura normativa que en nuestros países no existe. ¿Ves? Y aquí es bien importante que todo señor hispano que está aquí, inmigrante, vamos a ser buenos ciudadanos. Los Estados Unidos nos abre las puertas y se merece que cada uno de nosotros demos lo mejor de nosotros a esta nación. Entonces yo los invito a cada uno de estos talleres que dictan y aprovechen cada uno de estos talleres. Hoy es el de Academia Gubernamental por el comisionado Tony Ortiz. Señores, los felicito.
Amén. Y tú vas a traernos cuándo va a empezar otra de estas academias, ¿verdad?
Sí, en lo que ellos me digan, igualito que la de la policía de Orange, yo te voy a estar informando para que tú sepas, porque realmente es bien importante que la comunidad hispana se nutra. Hay en inglés y hay en español.
Exactamente.
O sea, que pueden aprenderlo.
This what she's saying is that this academy is not only for people that speak Spanish. There are English courses and there's Spanish courses. So we even say, even people that have lived here for years, they should get a basic knowledge of how government works.
Absolutely.
Because if you want to run for public office, this is something where to start.
Now, I believe the course you're talking about is through the city of Orlando.
Yep.
Orange County has one as well.
And the
reason I say that every commissioner should take part and teach a little bit, because we have such a diverse community that most everybody is come from all over the country, including Puerto Rico. I'm probably one of the very few that's from here originally. So,
okay, well,
so everybody has a different perspective.
That is good, but the thing is that one of the things that I wanted to say is that we could be Puerto Ricans, we could be from Venezuela. We could be from the Dominican Republic. But the truth is, we are one America.
Yes.
We are one.
Yes.
And I understand. And I understand when people, oh well, why. Some people may be idiots and say, well, go back to your country. Well, I am in my country.
Absolutely.
When they tell me go back to my country and they say that I'm ignorant or whatever, I just look at them with a very big pity. And another thing that happened to me, otra cosa que me pasó en el political salsa, was that I was talking to somebody that was favoring Bill Nelson. Mm-hmm. And I asked him, well, what has Bill Nelson done? Oh, he has done this and this and this and this for the Puerto Rican community. Well, wait a minute. The this and this and this that you tell me, are you talking about the 15,000 letters he wrote and nothing else? Because he just writes letters. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a blasphemer. You are a fanatic. So this is the party of love and inclusion.
Yeah.
I'm a blasphemer and I'm a fanatic because I am countering your points. Because the reality is, unfortunately, una persona que es polifacética y fanática a su partido, que es el Partido Demócrata, un partido socialista, un partido que quiere promover a Bill Nelson, que no ha hecho nada para Puerto Rico. And when you prove them point by point, and we have the phone now, it's right there. Can you dispute that? Oh, well then Google what Rick Scott has not done for Puerto Rico. He's done a lot. Governor Rick Scott has done a lot for the people of Puerto Rico. And we need to vote for Rick Scott. Pardoning that I jump into that. But we have to vote for Rick Scott. Bill Nelson is a career politician. No podemos tener políticos de carrera.
Rick Scott has done more for small business than anybody in many, many years.
Mira, los políticos de carrera le hicieron tanto daño a Venezuela que mira cómo está.
Exactly. You remember that? Career politicians is what led Venezuela to where it is right now. In ruins. Learn it, listen to it. Lo lamento muchísimo. Métanselo por el casco de la cabeza. Que,
es más, te puedes dar cuenta claramente cómo hay una inmensa ruptura entre lo que es la parte socialista, comunista, dictatorial, que es el gobierno, y la parte opositora. Yeah. Que pareciera que están agarrados de la mano bailando el juego y el pueblo en el medio, ¿sabes? Llevando todo el golpe del mundo.
We cannot have this in these elections. That's why I'm saying, take the example of Cuba. Take the example of Venezuela. Look what's going on. Let us elect people in the ground level. People like Bobby Lance, let's elect them as Commissioner District 3. Let's elect them. Let's get him elected. Let's move. Let's get your behind off the sofa and let's get him elected.
El pueblo debe dejar de escuchar a los encantadores de serpiente.
Yeah.
Eso debe de morir.
The snake whisperers, we have to quit listening to the snake whisperers because those are the ones that fill our heads with all these lies that they've done X and Y things and they haven't.
Aprendan a razonar a quién quieren elegir.
You have to use your common sense of who you want elected. And Mr. Bobby Lance is one. He has a clear-cut path. He has the knowledge. He has the knowledge and the experience to bring and keep jobs here in Central Florida. Él tiene la capacidad para trabajar por usted. Él va a trabajar por usted. He just showed me his shoes. They're down to his socks.
Señores,
they're down to his socks. That is signs of a successful.
Es más, le voy a tomar una foto abajo y se la voy a montar en el Facebook.
That is the signs of a successful grassroots campaign, and we have to maintain it and we have to keep it going. Again, I love and appreciate the rest of the candidates of District 3, but it was about time that I kind of made my decision this close to the primaries, and my choice is Mr. Bobby Lance. I do apologize for all the other candidates that have been approaching me. I thank you very much. I will love you and respect you, and I hope we could be friends after the dust settles. But we're putting our chips behind Mr. Bobby Lance.
I would not let you down.
Thank you. And otra cosita que quiero hablar. I want to before we go to you, Bobby, real quick. They've been asking me who do I support for Orange County Mayor. Well, I'm going to say something real quick. I'm really sad that they want to clump Pete Clarke as an establishment candidate. quiero decirles que el señor Pete Clarke es el hombre menos establecimiento del partido que yo pueda conocer. If Pete Clarke would have the best description, I would say a much taller Bobby Lance. Why? Because Pete Clarke is an honest and dignified man who has worked hard for District 3, has worked hard. Okay? Él ha trabajado arduamente por el Distrito 3, and he's going to work harder as mayor of Orange County. What I'm going to tell you, lo que yo te voy a decir es que el que no podemos tener ahí is Jerry Demings. No lo podemos elegir. Ese hombre no ha hecho nada. We have an opioid crisis. We have a security crisis. And what does Jerry Demings want? A raise, a promotion. No. Lo lamento. No podemos darle ese lujo a Jerry Demings. For County Commissioner District 4, Gina Perez Calhoun. That is who I want. Bobby Lance, Gina Perez, Pete Clarke. For Orange County District 3 and 4. Nosotros tenemos que buscar gente que ya dejen de estar con paplonadas y estupideces y utilicen su sentido común para traer seguridad y trabajos al condado, mi gente. No lo digo por hablar papagayo. You see him right here. You've heard Gina speak. You've heard Pete Clarke speak in this show. Por eso es que yo le estoy dando el apoyo. Again, Rob Penapinto has really good qualities. He doesn't have the experience. And Jerry Demings, se me paran los pelos. Estamos hablando de más taxes, más regulaciones. We were talking about higher taxes, more regulations. And he will not achieve nothing but only for his self-empowerment. And again, he's a career politician. He wants to go to Congress. Val Demings, what does she want to do after being a congresswoman? She wants to be a senator. Believe me, that her jump is to be a senator. We have to get rid of these individuals. We have to. Now, dear Buck, about you running for County Commission 3, we've talked about public safety and we've talked about homelessness. Budgets. How can you negotiate, with your experience, how can you negotiate the budgets for District 3 and get what we need?
It's very simple. With 39 years of business experience, with doing nothing but negotiating leases, contracts, franchise agreements, and working with attorneys, the attorneys say, well, Bobby, you pretty much got it all done, but I'm not an attorney. I need the final approval. You sit down and you look. It's just common sense. You look, do you need to outsource something or do you need to do it in-house? Which is the best way to do it? And that's how you formulate a budget as far as that's concerned. And then you take every line item, and each one of these departments need to have some type of audit on a regular basis, so you can see if they're performing right. For example, the building department, it needs to be much smoother, much simpler. You also need to, when it comes into permitting, that needs to be much smoother. I've done that many, many times, and I know a lot of people that have. And I also know in the building department, and I'm getting off the budget part, but when you come in for a review, you get your review, and they say, well, you need to do 3 things. You take it back, you take care of the 3 things, you bring it back in again. Oh, well, we forgot a few things. Well, you can't do that to these folks. They have to be able to get this back in a timely fashion. But when it comes back to budgets, it's very simple. It's not like we're creating a new county. You get your auditors, you get your CPAs, and you look line by line, and you work in committees, and you see where we're at, where we need to be. And sometimes, like for example today, there needed to be millions of dollars put into the school safety. Well, that's got to pull from somewhere. Where do you put it? You have a contingency fund. And with the way times are right now, there's a great contingency fund. There's a lot of money in reserve. But we need to protect as much of that as we can. And we need to be conservatives to make sure that when the economy, and it will someday again go back down, we need to have that in the bank to be able to take care of it. So There's so many aspects of what needs to be done, but basically it's good common sense. It's being I'm trying to think of the word. You oversee. Mm-hmm. You oversee what's going on, but
you have to be a good negotiator.
You have to be a great negotiator.
You have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to accept the art of the negotiation, because that's very intrinsic in this very complex situation.
And more importantly, sometimes you need to listen to what somebody else has to say, or a group of people have to say, because I don't have all the ideas, and they might have something that's better, and you have to be willing to accept that you were wrong, or let's work together and negotiate it and come out with hammer out a good solution.
Evidentemente ser político no es solamente tener la carrera política, es tener experiencia en diversas áreas, ¿okay? Y es evidente que él tiene experiencia en administración de negocios y ser político.
And you do have that, and he has that experience, is what Mila is saying, and that you have that business know-how.
Exacto, ser político y tomar un condado, ¿verdad? Evidentemente requiere de los conocimientos de gerencia. Lo requiere.
I've been in the restaurant business 39 years, and I believe I said this on this show once before, and the restaurant business is the highest failure rate in the United States.
Yep.
If you can be in the restaurant business 39 years and you can squeeze that penny until it squeals, and because sometimes it's not always good.
That is true.
But I've also sat on banking boards with J.P. Morgan Chase, with lending out millions and millions of dollars. I've sat on marketing boards, you name it, any type of business board, plus 501c3 like the Pine Castle Historical Society. We raise money. We know how to raise money. We also have to be very good stewards, and that's the word I was looking for a while ago, of the people's money. That when you raise money, for example, my campaign, that costs a lot of money to run a campaign. I can't just go out and blow it. I have to be a good steward of that money and make sure every penny is spent wisely. And that's exactly what you do when you have a budget for Orange County or the state of Florida or the federal government.
Exactamente, es que es así.
Miguel?
Just like your home.
We're going to go to the commercial real quick again, and basically when we come back from the commercial break, we will talk with Mila en otras cositas, que tengo otro anuncio para darle, que es el día 23, sí, déjame ver, August 23, sí, 23, que es el jueves. So, we'll be right back. Listen to me. Regresamos ahora with Bobby. We'll be here in Mila.
Hi, I'm Bobby Lance, candidate for Orange County Commission District 3. Orange County's growth is at an all-time high. Jobs are at an all-time high. Tourism is at record levels. But challenges and hurdles lie ahead. Now is the time more than ever to have a qualified businessman to help lead Orange County to even greater things in the next decade for us, our children, and grandchildren. I would appreciate your support. Please find me at BobbyLance.com. I am Bobby Lance, candidate for Orange County Commission District 3, and I approve this message.
Hola, quiero hablarte sobre Bobby Lance, candidato para el Distrito 3 del Condado de Orange. El crecimiento de Orange County ha sido espectacular. Necesitamos a un hombre con sentido de negocios para que el condado siga creciendo. Bobby Lance es ese hombre de negocios que puede traer más crecimiento al condado, crecimiento en negocios, crecimiento en trabajo, crecimiento en el turismo. En agosto 28, vota por Bobby Lance, un líder de verdad.
I'm Bobby Lance, candidate for Orange County Commission District 3, and I approve this message.
Bueno, mi gente, aquí estamos en Listen to Me, que nos acabamos de enterar que para los premios Paoli 2018 nominados, mejor radio en televisión. Así que vayan a premiospaoli.com y empiecen a votar. Mila, tú me tienes que ir, así que despídete porque va pa clase.
Voy a clase
está como alumna.
Mira, ¿sabes que le quité el morral a mis nietos?
Ajá.
Ahora soy yo la que carga el morral. Yo siempre lo dije, que cuando tuviese nietos iba a confundir el morral de ellos con el mío.
Pues
siempre
mira.
lo dije para que tú veas.
Pues mira.
Ajá. Señores, les doy las gracias a todos. Comprendan que voy a estar fraccionado, pero es porque quiero hacer este curso para mejorar mis conocimientos con respecto a esta nación, a esta hermosa nación a la que le doy las gracias por darnos abrigo, ¿ok?
Así que, bueno, pues Mila tiene que arrancar. Ella no va a estar el día 28, que es el día de las primarias. So, vamos a dejar que Mila haga sus comentarios el día 4 de septiembre. Cuando el 4 de septiembre tú regresas para acá.
Exacto.
All right.
Exacto.
Pues el 28 ella no va a estar. Vamos a tener un análisis de las primarias el día 28. So the 28th of which is Tuesday, which is the day of the primaries, we are going to have our primary analysis, and then we're going to go party. There's a party somewhere in Applebee's somewhere. I don't know. But,
I can tell you where one will be.
Yeah, well, you can, I know your place. Yeah, so we got a whole bunch of parties to go to. So, mi amor, te quiero mucho. Vaya para la clase. Aprenda mucho.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
¿Cómo le digo éxito? ¿Cómo se dice éxito?
Ay, espérate.
¿Cómo se dice éxito en inglés?
May you have a lot of triumphs, triunfo. Triumphs, triunfo, éxito.
Okay.
May you be successful.
Okay.
May you be
Alright.
successful.
A successful servant.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Dile que merece
You deserve.
el condado todo lo mejor.
Yeah, you deserve to win because the county needs you.
Y está en tus manos.
And it's in your hands.
Okay.
And new shoes, no, zapatos nuevos.
Ay, sí. Bueno, los zapatos no importa, se los regalamos nosotros.
Oh, we'll give you new shoes. Don't worry about that.
Okay. And these shoes weren't blue light specials.
I
These
know.
were expensive shoes.
I
Gracias
know.
a todos.
I do have an event coming up tomorrow night.
Please, tell us about the
Tomorrow
event
night
tomorrow.
we're having a cookout fundraiser, which is Wednesday, August the 22nd. It'll be at Johnny's Other Side at 1619 East Michigan Street.
All right, good.
And BobbyLance.com.
BobbyLance.com. That's where they could meet. Get
And the
information.
event's from 6 to 8:30 p.m.
Good. And again, the place and the
Johnny's
address.
Other Side, 1619 East Michigan Street. And it's from 6 tomorrow night, August the 22nd, which is Wednesday night, from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Johnny's Other Side, 1619 East Michigan Street.
Okay. Now, I'm going to say something in Spanish real quick. It's about OCREC. Bueno, mi gente, si ustedes, los que me estén escuchando, quieran participar en lo que es ser parte del Partido Republicano y ejercer un cambio, agosto 23 a las 6:30 de la tarde en Mark Street Senior Center. Esa es la 99 East Mark Street en Orlando, Florida. Ese es el lugar que tienen que ir. Lamentablemente estamos buscando republicanos registrados que puedan participar en OCREC. Okay? And they have to understand English. They have to be registered Republicans. Mila is going as a guest. Va a ir como una invitada mía porque yo quiero que ella observe lo intrínseco de lo que es dentro del Partido Republicano a nivel local. Una organización del Partido Republicano a nivel local. Si ustedes quieren ir de invitados, por favor de llamarme al 321-439-8218. 321-439-8218. Y pueden ir como invitados para que vean lo que es estar dentro del partido local. Now, if we need people in OCREC, we're not going to deny it. The Orange County Executive Committee, Republican Executive Committee, needs new blood. And the only way that we could do that come August 23rd at 99 East Mark Street in Orlando, Florida at 6:30 p.m. at the Marks Street Senior Center. And be there. Be part of history. Get involved. Si eres republicano o republicana, te necesitamos. If you're a Republican, good Republican, get there because we need you. We will make history turning Orange County from blue to red. That means from the Democratic stranglehold to the Republican stranglehold. Porque ser republicano es la cura del liberalismo. We can cure liberalism. You know how? Voting Republican. Yes. Bobby, again, shoot out that...
tomorrow night, Wednesday, August the 22nd from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Johnny's Other Side, 1619 East Michigan Street. And it's a cookout / fundraiser. We still raising money. We have until the 23rd at midnight to have the money in our hands to put in the bank. And that's the cutoff before the primary.
All right, well, and BobbyLance.com es el sitial de internet. Ayudemos a este hombre a ser el próximo comisionado por el Distrito 3. Bobby Lance. All right, brothers, that's it for today. We did it. We're back with a strength and ánimo. El próximo show es el 28 de agosto, que es día de las primarias. Así que si no han votado, vayan a votar. Chao. I love you. Bye. See ya. Listen to me.